The UFC announced that they have officially partnered with Mark Zuckerberg's company to deliver on-demand VR MMA events. This would have been a surprise if we didn't see Mark Zuckerberg publicly talk about his newly found interest in MMA, even going as far as to start training in things like striking and jiu-jitsu. For me personally, I think this is great for the sport. A billionaire that owns some of the biggest platforms in the world has an interest in our sport. Yes, it's true that Mark Zuckerberg does some controversial things outside of MMA, but I think we should see this as an opportunity to get the sport to the next level in terms of revenue. Fighter pay has always been one of the biggest issues in MMA. The risk to reward ratio isn't good for the majority of fighters. Although people like to blame Dana White for this problem.
Fighter pay. I didn't even realize.
Bro, this is the most important thing that I think we need, me and you.
Yeah.
We need to drive it down everyone's throats. Mainly Dana White and mainly the promoters.
They're not realizing that this problem is bigger than just some ruthless CEO being stingy. Many people like to say that Dana White should give away more of his money, but even if Dana White gave away every penny he owned, the problem with fighter pay still wouldn't be fixed. This is because every single fighter on a card can't have a percentage of the live gate, especially the prelim fighters. There was a statistic that said only about 5% of professional MMA fighters make a good living. The UFC has been finding ways to generate money outside of ticket sales and pay-per-views, but there hasn't been anything that can make MMA go to the next level of revenue. I think this is where Mark Zuckerberg can come in. He owns one of the biggest monopolies in the world and is a genius mind. I think the UFC partnering with him is a genius idea. Who knows what solutions or ideas might come into place with Dana White and Mark Zuckerberg partnering together. We could see them finding creative ways to generate revenue and change the way MMA fighters are paid.